Well, normally during the morning you're trying to, as much as possible, keep calm. The race day is a very nervous day. You know, it's important to keep the stress away from yourself before getting to the car. All you're hoping for is to, let's say, have a better result than possible. You have to talk to the engineers about what you think about the weather. You start thinking about a bit ahead about the race and what do you think about the tire order for the race because of the strategy.
Normally you go for a quick pit stop in the toilet. I'm fairly religious, so I always have a little prayer, but the closer you get to the race time, the more the pressure builds up. But then, as soon as the engine gets turned on, everything calms down and it becomes much more peaceful.
Good warm-up on the brake.
During this formation lap, the most important thing is to keep weaving, keep putting energy into the tires, into the brakes.
It's important to start the race on race start mode, which is these two switches here, so that it's easier to find the right revs on the engine.
Just before you form up on the grid, you have to do a few burnouts to make sure that the surface of the tire is warm enough.
Find the right revs on the rev counter here, otherwise you have too much wheel spin or you have a bog down. So immediately, as soon as you start, you just drop the right clutch as fast as possible to react for the light.
Mode 1. Mode 1 for the start.
Before the start is always high adrenaline. I've been using my heart rate monitor and the heart rate gets up to 185 before the race starts.
Last car's just getting to the grid now.
But as soon as the lights are on, it's very funny because the focus just goes straight into the lights.
Get ready.
And you forget about everything else, and then you just react to the lights, and then race is on. It's just a lot of preparation, a lot of anxiety, but then after the race starts, it's all on it and you forget about everything else.